The channel and the stream. I am Books Nelson from the At Show, and we will be going into Pink Diamond Drazen Petrovic. So this card is a card, again, I'm very curious how this card is going to play. I see his price is dropping way down. I picked him up for about 44k. And for 44k, listen, if I can afford a card at I'll pick it up just to review it. I don't know what his price is going to wind up at, but that's, oh my god, he has hot zones everywhere. Let's see what that shot is looking like. So that's what this card is really going to be about, is does this card have a gun? Does he really shoot the lights out? Well, my first shot ever with him was a green, and so was my second. That's a good sign. His shot feels really good. Who does his shot remind me of? His shot reminds me of somebody. I'm trying to think of who. But yeah, his shot feels really good. Let's see how it looks off the hezzy. Pretty good off the hezzy. Really nice feeling shot, I have to say. Definitely a fun card to shoot with. Okay. All right, Drazen. Let's see what his moving shot looks like real quick. Very smooth moving shot. I mean, he's got hot zones here, so this should be something you feel comfortable with. But he has that thing where he does two different moving shots, so that might catch you off guard. And I haven't gotten a green. There we go. There's the green we were looking for. I wouldn't say he has the biggest green window, but it might just require a little practice. That totally could be me. Yeah, that's definitely me. Because I see where the green window is. It's right when the ball is at its peak. You can kind of let it go. And you should consistently hit his moving shots if you do that. He's got a decent sized green window. I was late that time. Yeah. You can definitely kill with the moving shots. All right, let's look at those full court dribbles while I open up the chat. All right, behind the back, really fast behind the back. He's another one with that wretched delay on the between the legs, guys, while y'all keep giving us the characters. Oh, very good crossover, though. He goes into that crossover real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got a nice glitchy set of dribbles for the full court. So this was behind the back into the crossover, into the behind the back into the crossover. And he kind of wild with it. That's pretty good. I have to say, that's pretty good. All right, Drazen. Drazen's here with his good shot. Okay, so let's see what else he's bringing to the table. We're going to look at his in and out. Isaiah, no, I'm not going to be playing any games. As soon as I'm done with this, I got to go back to work. So his in and out, very good and very athletic dunker. This card definitely feels spry. I will give him that. All right, let's look at the double cross. A little slow for the double cross, but not the worst thing in the world. So his full court dribbles feel definitely solid. Ooh, except for that. He does have the behind the back teleport, which is great. All right, Drazen. Let's see what else he got. What kind of hezzy do you have? This is what's going to really be it. Does he have the Pro 1 or Pro 3? Come on, guys. He does. It looks like he has the Pro 3 hesitation. Fantastic. All right. So even though he's only 6'5", I definitely feel like Drazen has a little more of a ceiling than Paul Pierce does, because that's deadly. Yeah, so he's definitely budget Brandon Roy right off the bat. Yeah, that feels real nice. All right, see his momentum. Very nice momentum. And a little hop dunk. He definitely hop dunk like a very slow man, but yeah, this guy feels good. Oof. Yo, this card's pretty solid, I have to say. I wonder why he's so cheap. I mean, he is a 6'5" guard. So all right, let's look at the rest of his dribbles here. What's his step back looking like? So I don't love his step back. I think Dwayne Wade has that same crappy step back. Yeah, don't love that step back. Trying to see if it combos out of something well. Jeremy Lin might have that one too. Can I get a momentum into that step back? Yeah, his step back is trash. That's unfortunate. That's a really bad step back, I have to say. Definitely a bad step back. He does not have the killer crossover. Let's see. What else? Let's look at his behind the back. Kind of a slow behind the back, to be honest with you. Not the fastest. Let's see that again. Trying to get the there we go. A little misdirection behind the back. Yeah, what's up, Smith boys? We are definitely back. So, I mean, Drazen feels good. He's definitely a nice, well-rounded card, and I think on the perimeter, he's going to be an absolute killer. I would put him higher if he had a better step back. The lack of a good step back definitely, limits what he can do a little bit, but I would say you can definitely drop some serious buckets with this card. He does classify to me as a bucket. Like, everything just feels really good. His shot feels really good. His moving shots feel really good. Even though he doesn't have the most elite handles in the world, they feel like he moves well. You guys know when a card just moves well. This card definitely moves well. He's slightly undersized for his position, but definitely a good feeling card. Let's see how his triple threat explosion feels after we take one more shot. And if you guys can't tell, I just really like shooting with the card. All right, he's not the fastest out of the triple threat explosion. Yeah, this card, honestly, I would recommend this card so much if he had a better step back. But as it is, I don't think he needs a better step back to do the job. And at 40 something K, I mean, he'll probably be going below that. I think this card is he's good value, to be honest with you. Like, if you don't have Brandon Roy and you didn't do the spotlights or whatever, and you didn't want to pay for that, yeah, this card can do a lot of what that card can do for sure. He's not as good as Brandon Roy, don't get me wrong, but there's a way that you can play Brandon Roy that you'll see similar production out of both of them. So let's look at his layup animations. Very nice layup animation. Look at a couple more. Listen to my cat yell at me. She always does this when I stream. Oh, he's got a really, like, his floater almost completely stops him in place, which is great because then he doesn't move into the paint. Well, Matt Skizzy, that's why. So Matt Skizzy says, I feel like it comes down to how cars react to getting bumped and contact animations, because people will try to bump you right out of your game. That's exactly why I value the step back so highly, because when people are trying to bump you and you have a really good step back, you can create distance with the step back. And that's also why I value this hesitation so much, because when you're sprinting with the card and you do this hesitation, if people are pursuing you too hard, you'll get to the basket off of that every time if they're trying to just mash their card up against you to create contact. And then if they're trying to space you out, you can also pull up. So you can really read how the person is playing you and react to it based off of that, and then you don't have to deal with the bumping as much. And he has a really nice left trigger hesitation as well. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh yeah, this card can really move, man. This card's good. Dope D13 says, these dudes just throwing up PDs for cheap is ridiculous, but very helpful for those who have empty budgets. I totally agree. If I was just like, if you're just starting now, or if you're just getting into this mode now, or you've like been away and you're coming back, it is feast right now. Like, it's all you can eat buffet in terms of cards, because there are a lot of excellent cards like this Petrovic that are really cheap, and this Petrovic is just very, very strong. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at his ratings for the people who aren't up on what this card brings to the table. So, and his badges. So he's got Consistent Finisher, Giant Slayer, Relentless, Slithery, all Hall of Fame, and that Teardropper is great because he has a nice teardrop animation. And he's also got Acrobat and Contact Finisher and Fancy Footwork on gold. Excellent set of badges there. Let's go to his playmaking badges real quick. So he's got Gold Quick First Step, not Hall of Fame, which is very unpink diamondish, and he does not... Oh, wait a minute. So he has Space Creator. He has Unpluggable. I think that badge is extraordinarily overrated, so I don't talk about it a whole lot. Bailout is excellent. Downhill should be pretty good depending on his speed. I think his speed's at 89, so it's going to help him a lot in the full court. He goes to a 99 speed in the full court because of downhill. So this is a rare case at this point in the meta where that's actually a really good badge, because it'll negate the fact that he has low speed. Flashy Passer, which is a very underused badge, particularly in Triple Threat Online, when you know when people are going to be open and you can, flashy to those open threes, get your character into takeover. Pass Fake Maestro. Now, this is completely useless in the park and rec center, but it might be useful in MyTeam because you're playing against AI. I have to go and do some testing and spam pass fakes to see if it actually gets you open at all. So I'm kind of open jury on that. I know it's trash in Park and Pro-Am. Not sure about this. You see the goal, quick first step, is stop and go. Now, the one thing I'll say, the lack of ankle breaker hurts a little bit, and he also has no playmaking badges. And he's also a one-position card, because there's just no way you're playing a 6'5 card as small forward if you have your choice, right? Because even the free Richard Jefferson and Brandon Roy are bigger than this card, and better interior cards as well. Hall of Fame clamps, which is fantastic, and gold intimidator. So this card should definitely be able to defend a position. He's also got gold pick dodger and rim protector for some reason. That's crazy. It's weird that they would give a guard rim protector and not chase down. So I don't know why this card is so cheap. But hey, it benefits me because I was able to get you guys a quick review on the card. I'm not sure if we looked at the shooting badges, but Drazen is such a tremendously good shooter that we know all of these shooting badges are just going to be mostly Hall of Fame. So just to go through it, catch and shoot, clutch shooter, both really good badges. I mean, you know, not the best badges in the world, but they're still good. They're still good. You'd rather have them than not. Corner specialist, dead eye on Hall of Fame is tremendous. Difficult shots. That's why you can feel that moving shot window really big. In fact, let's look at his shot created shots real quick. I apologize. I want to start looking at these dribbles more. Oh, that's actually really nice too. Oh yeah, that's lovely. And he explodes out of it pretty solidly. Again, not as good as Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy has one of the most unique step backs in the game, but this is still pretty good. You see how he just really zigzags, and you can kind of triple that because you can, you know, and you can just zigzag back and forth depending on which dribbles you decide to do. So he's got some sauce, man. This dude's definitely got some sauce. I think he's a really good card. He feels like he's a really, really fun card to use. I don't know which release he has, but his release is definitely excellent and very, very easy to green. Very easy to green. Let's look at those ratings real quick before I get up on out of here. 99.3, 99 midi, kind of all you need to know. 99 drive and layup, 75 drive and dunk, 89 draw foul, 90 ball handle. These are with coaching boosts. No post-up game whatsoever. His everything is absolutely terrible. His rebounding is horrible, which is another reason you can't play him at the 3 because he's no help there. His interior defense is horrible. His perimeter defense is pretty good at a 91. That's really good. No block whatsoever. Low steal. Very low shot contest rating. I mean, he has Intimidator, so that kind of fixes that, but it's still worth noting that it's only a 64. Yeah, look at the rest of my entire squad. He's like the worst shot contest on the entire team by over 20 points. That's crazy. Like, oh, who is the other one? Bam Adebayo has a pretty low shot contest at 78. But again, he has like, I think Hall of Fame Intimidator or something. He has Gold Intimidator. But yeah, so and also he's 6'10". But yeah, so Drazen, I'm not gonna call him a one-trick pony. He's a dribbler and a shooter. That's what he does. He dribbles and shoots. How much does he go for on PS4? I picked him up for 44, and I know his price is coming down, down, down. So I would anticipate you can grab this card for. You can probably grab him for, 40 to 30K by the end of the night. In fact, if you snipe him, you can get him for pretty free. So, but yeah, so this card's job is to dribble and shoot, and he does both at a fairly high level. The one thing he's missing to make him really elite is a better step back. If he had a better step back, then I would say this card is like super fantastic. As it is, he's just very, very good, which at his price is really great value. So I like the card. I think he's pretty fun. I'm not sure if there's any key dribbles I would recommend besides the fact that you can, Pro 3 spam with him. Outside of the Pro 3 spamming into his Hall of Fame everything, I mean, there's not really much you need to be doing besides that. Of course, besides your regular momentum behind the back, momentum, like, I don't know what you would call this, but it's kind of like a double crossover sort of thing. But when you do the momentum dribble directly into the crossover the other way, you kind of hop back and forth, you can do a lot of that stuff. It's not the same thing as the double momentum. But yeah, he's got some sauce to him. He's definitely got some sauce to him, and he also has the behind the back teleport. So he's got a lot of tools, and some of his dunk animations are really strong. He's got some really, from far away dunk animations that will allow you to be a really strong finisher with the character. So overall, I can't complain. He's got some glaring defensive weaknesses. He's got not much playmaking whatsoever. He's definitely not going to defend on the interior, and he can't play the one, which is just as well because he's probably not quite fast enough to keep up with the ones. But as a 2-guard, as a 1-position card, I think he's pretty solid and probably an excellent shooter off the bench, particularly if you don't already have the Brandon Roy and you don't like doing spotlights, you don't plan on getting the spotlights. This is probably a really good card in that Buddy Hield mode that is just going to come in off the bench, get you buckets, and defend well enough on the perimeter. And when things go to the inside, help. And that's pretty much that. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that deep dive. Can he chain Hezi? Yes, he can. He has the Pro 3 Hezi, man. Jason Garen, what's up? What's up? What's up, Trevor? Is Paul Pierce better than Drazen? No, I would say Drazen's better than Paul Pierce, just off the Hezi, to be honest with you. Even though Paul Pierce has a really nice shot, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Drazen is just a little more explosive off the dribble across the board. He just feels like you can do more with him. So yeah, I would probably play Drazen before I played Paul. But that also, keep in mind, that's my personal bias as a guy who's not a real shot creator post-up guy. I think if somebody's a post-up person, they'll like Paul better because Paul is much better in the post. He has a lot of great ratings in the post that support that gameplay. But I'm more of a perimeter guy. I play guard in Park and Rec, so I do lean towards cards that specialize in that skill set. That's why I always say these are card breakdowns. They're not recommendations. I don't recommendations. You know your squad. You know your style. You know what style you're trying to get really good at, and hopefully I just give you enough information to be good at that style and find out if the cards can help you with that style. So Drazen is a really great off the dribble shooter, a great catch and shoot card in general, and he's solid going to the basket. Should be solid defending on the perimeter. That's pretty much it. He's not a playmaker, and he's not like a true slasher, and his interior defense and post-up game, rebounding, nowhere to be found. But he's so great at shooting that I think he definitely warrants playing. All right, y'all. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and peace.